Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Kanuto, and for today's video I am going to show you of how to solve the word problem about combinatorics. Okay, are you ready? Okay, let's watch this video. A plate number is made up of two consonants followed by three non-zero digits followed by a vowel. Now the question, how many plate numbers are possible if the letters and digits cannot be repeated in the same plate number? Letter B, the letters and digits can be repeated in the same plate number. Now the first step, let us write the options where the options that we are going to use to solve this word problem. First, how many English alphabet do we have? Very good. We have 26 letters. Okay, so from these 26 letters, how many are vowels? Very good. Okay, 5. 5 vowels. Okay. Okay, so you can write it. A, E, I, O, and U. And then how many consonants? 21. Okay. 21 letters. So we have B, C, D, F, G, H, and so on. Okay, and for the non-zero digits, our options are 1 to 9 only. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So what's the next step? So now we can answer, okay, letter A. It says that two consonants. 1, 2. Okay, these two lines are for consonants, and then followed by three non-zero digits. So we have 1, 2, and 3. And then what's next? Followed by a vowel. So only one line for a vowel. We are going to write here about how many options do we have for each line. Okay, so for example, let us take the two consonants. The letters and digits cannot be repeated in the same plate number. It means that if I use letter B for the first line, I cannot use letter B again for the second line. Okay, so on the first line, since we have 21 consonant letters, so I can write 21. Okay, 21 options. I have 21 options for the first line for the consonants. For the second line, since the condition is cannot be repeated, so if I use letter B for the first line, for example, so how many options do I have now? 20, right? Okay, so 21 and 20. First, I have 21 options for the consonants, but since the letters cannot be repeated, so if I use B for the first line, so I have now 20 more letters to choose. Okay, so this one, that's why I write 20. Next, for the consonants, oh no, sorry, for the non-zero digits, 3. Again, okay, digits cannot be repeated in the same plate number. So I have options for this one. Okay, 9 options. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. For the first line, okay, I have 9 options. Okay. For example, I use number 4 for the first line. Okay, let's cover it. So how many options do I have now? for the second line, I have 8 options to choose. Okay, again, I will take it down. For example, I use 4, and for the second line, I use number 7 or I use number 9. Okay, because I cannot use it again. So how many options do I have now for the third line? Very good, 7. And then we have 5 vowels. Yeah. So what we're going to do now is to multiply all of these numbers. Okay, so let us now use the calculator. 21 times 20 times 9 times 8 times 7 times 5. Okay, so we have, how many is this? 1,058,400 possible plate numbers. So the answer is 1,058,400 plate numbers. Okay, for letter B, again, 2 lines for the consonants, 3 lines for non-zero digits, and then for the vowel. For letter B condition, the letters and digits can be repeated in the same plate number. Okay. So again, at first I have 21 letters to choose. Next one. Alright, so since the condition is the digits and letters can be repeated in the same plate number, if I use letter C for the first line, so it means I can use it again, just like for example CC. Okay, so for the second line, I still have 21 options, right? Because I can use it again and again. The same in digits or non-zero digits. If I use number 2 for the first line, I can use also 2 for the second or the third line. So I still have 9 options, and then 5 options. Always 5 for the vowels because there's only 1. And then multiply. We have 21 times 21 times 9 times 9 times 9, okay, times 5. Right, so the answer is what? 1,607,445. So we have 1,607,445 plate numbers. Alright, for the word problem number 2, find the number of different possible plate numbers if each one is to consist of 2 letters of the English alphabet followed by 4 digits. The first digit may not be 0. Letter A, no repetitions of numbers or letters are permitted. Letter B, no repetitions of letters are permitted, but numbers can be repeated. And letter C, repetitions of letters are allowed, but numbers cannot be repeated. Alright, so let's analyze first the word problem. Okay, so it says that it consists of 2 letters of English alphabet. So you can write first, English alphabet has 26 letters. And for the digits, 4 digits, the first digit may not be 0. So it means we can use 0 for the second, third, or fourth. Okay, fourth number. So our options here, we have 0, 1 to 9. Okay, so let us now solve the problem. No repetitions of numbers or letters are permitted. So again, at first line, we have 26 options because we have 26 letters of the English alphabet. And then since we cannot use it again, or no repetitions of numbers or letters are permitted, so for the second line, we have only 25 options. Again, if I use letter C for the first line, I cannot use letter C again for the second line. That's why we have 25 options. For the first line of the digits, we have we have the condition that the first digit may not be 0. So at first, we cannot use 0. So we have 9 options only for the first digit. Okay. For the second line, I can use 0 now here. Okay, let's analyze. For example, for the first line, I use number 3. Okay, for the first line. And it says that I cannot use it again for the second line because repetitions are not allowed. So for the second line, how many options do I have, including the 0? Okay, still 9. Next one, for the third line or the third digit, again, I use 3 for the first. And if I use 0 for the second line, how many options do I have now? Very good. 8. Okay. If I use 0, I use 3. Oh, sorry. And then I use 3. I use 6 for the third line. So how many options do I have for the fourth line? 7. Very good. Okay, so now we can multiply it. Let's multiply 26 times 25 times 9 times 9 times 8 times 7. Okay, so we have 2,948,400 plate numbers. Okay, for number 2, no repetitions of letters are permitted, but numbers can be repeated. Okay, so again, first line we have 26. Still, we cannot repeat the letters, so we still have 25 for the second line. And again, the first digit cannot be 0. So we have 9 options again. And then, no repetitions of letters, but numbers can be repeated. Okay, so if I use number 3, for example, for the first line, I use number 3. Alright? So for the second line, if I can use it again for the second line, how many options do I have, including the 0? 10. Okay. Okay. The rest is 10. Because I can use it again and again. Okay, so let's multiply. And 26 times 25 times 9 times 10 times 10. Okay, so we have 5,850,000 plate numbers. Okay, next one. Repetitions of letters are allowed, but numbers cannot be repeated. So we can use 26 times 26. Okay, numbers cannot be repeated. Okay, so we can copy this one, right? We can copy the first question or the first situation, 9987. Okay, so 26 times 26 times 9 times 9 times 8 times 7. Sorry for that. Okay, so we have, how many is this? 3,066,000 and 336 plate numbers. And that's it. And that is how to solve simple word problem involving combinatorics. Thank you for watching. That's all for today. Please subscribe to my channel for more tutorial videos. Thank you. God bless.